what we are doing, like what our group vice president, Mr. Alake, mentioned, is that we said that, yes, we are always the first mover. We always move first, then other people will follow. And we have never, ever, whether consciously or unconsciously, stopped anybody from doing the same business that we are doing. To the contrary, when you look at it, when we first came into cement production, it was actually only Lafarge that was operating here in Nigeria, which is Iwekoro, and then the one in Ashaka, in Gombe. Nobody ever called Lafarge, monopoly. But we, Dangote, the first plant we set up was 5 million tons. That was the first one, against less than 2 million of local production. But when we got in there, people now start saying, monopoly. And this is really very disheartening when people keep talking about all this monopoly. Monopoly, it is only when you stop people, you block them through legal means or whatever. No, it's a, level playing field where whatever Dangote was given, okay, in cement, for example, okay, other people too were given. In fact, some of them, maybe they even got more than us. Okay, we are always very, very careful. You heard what I said. In the refinery, we did not, and I repeat, we did not collect one single incentive from the federal government of Nigeria or from even the Lagos state of Nigeria. Yes, Lagos state, maybe they gave us a good deal, but we paid $100 million for the land. It wasn't a free land. We paid for it. Okay, so people are always looking at the other side. They are not really looking at the real picture. Okay, that's one. Number two, this country has been having.
Ma worry, Aliko. You will still tell us more. You will tell us everything we need to know. Okay, the behind the scene deal. Waiting on a cook. Warehouse one born now. How many of you notice how stressed you look? See, if you are like me, right? If you are in your 40s or late 30s, that means you grew up in the 80s and 90s, Abi. At least let's say 90s. Be honest though. Can you say you've seen or heard Aliko Dangote talk or in public this much when you were growing up? Like you have seen him in the last 2 months. Stress is the very power. I take that back because I won't call him weary. Is a capitalist, but a crony capitalist. Okay? So the other part is that he is also a criminal, right? So a criminal in the sense that there is an organized crime against Nigeria. Okay? And to those where he was lying there, to those who have had their businesses destroyed from the source, those who have had to kind of leave out whatever businesses they wanted to do at the time that has to do with Dangote, or those who are actually running their businesses and Dangote shown interest and they said, because of this and that, we are confiscating your properties because you are competing with Dangote. He is a criminal in the sense that there has been this organized crime against the whole country, and it is like the economic economic sabotage. He benefited immensely from it. It was supposed to be Nigeria's Jeff Bezos or so, right? Of that Amazon, right? Where, okay, maybe that's the wrong one. Capitalist that way, right? But the point I'm trying to make here is this. Dangote would have been a private businessman like everyone else, enjoying the patronage of the government. For example, look at Elon Musk. Elon Musk the richest man on earth, did not become the richest man because he was so brainy alone. American government had to give him almost interest-free loans in billions of dollars to back different innovative ideas that are what? That are adding more to the economy of the United States of America. And when you now see all this interest where Elon Musk has invested this American money and then paid them back, it was more or less like even bank can't give them such money. Dangote have access to billions of Nigerian dollars straight from the Central Bank of Nigeria. But there is no single product of a Dangote that reflects the Nigerianness. Nigeria is a poor country made poor by the people like Dangote and his political friends. They've stopped people. They've destroyed people's businesses for him. You can't deal in Dangote's business. He's saying that no, we didn't tell anybody. No, he didn't have to tell you not to do his business. Ask Ibeto. And ask the war that the likes of a Lafarge. Okay, and when you begin to actually look at the people behind the Lafarge as well, you will then ask them the war they fought before they could even probably still be there, if you still have them though. So the problem right now is that it's like Alaji is not only going to lose all those privileges. It's like the criminal politicians, the Tinubu and co. They were going to actually do everything to help destroy those businesses too. His businesses, his products, they have never really reflected the reality of Nigerians. The welfare of his own workers. He was the guy who bragged that he is employing PhD or graduates as truck drivers, and he was going to pay them 50,000 naira. And he was happy to do that. Anyway, he's a businessman, you will say. And if he's taking his money from the public and he's denying it, so then we have businesses in his business. But again, he says something about not having any incentive from government. He's not talking about the loaded cash and loaded money and policy formulation for him. Those ones are not incentives to him. All right? Emefiole, that is in jail today. His relationship with Dangote and his businesses, including the Central Bank of Nigeria when Emefiole was there, those were not incentives to Dangote. Okay? But he mentioned Lagos State that gave them good deal. You, Lagosians, especially the Obas that Fashola met and warned them never to touch a piece of land that has been given to Dangote because Dangote was bringing investment to Lagos. And Lagos State government has given them the land. Do you know that Fashola never mentioned that Lagos State collected $100 million from Dangote? So for Alaji to now come out and say Fashola collected money, they collected $100 million from me. But listen to this.
Deputy Honorable Speaker, the leadership of the House, I want you to even at any time set up a committee that they will come with every representatives headed by your chosen honorable member to come and lead in taking samples from filling stations. Because I must tell you today that all the test certificates that people are busy, floating around, where are the labs? Even if they have the labs, I can tell you they are fake certificates. The real one that you now know that they are right is to take from the filling station and also to come and take also from our production line. Now you will be able to tell Nigerians that this is it. But the marketing of a company by a regulator that he is supposed to protect is very, very unfortunate. It's good that we didn't even know that you are going to ask us to stop by the road and pick up diesel. And, we didn't know what he wanted to do. And when we got here, I said, okay, fine, let them go and, take sample. And the chairman downstream of the house and the chairman midstream of the house went with our people to pick up a hot sample. They brought, you've tested, and you've seen where we are. So we want to clear that, yes, we produce the best diesel in Nigeria. And if the regulator wants, he can come 24 hours anytime. He has people here. Let him conduct this. And I would like to also the media to show our lab, and I want them to also show the lab of the regulator himself. He should show us which lab is he using. Yes, because as a regulator, he's supposed to have a lab. If a regulator doesn't have a lab, then we have an issue. He cannot rely on somebody. He's supposed to, check us.
You still following this, right? I know. I'm a storyteller. Okay, so I'm a storyteller, and until I am satisfied, right, that you get what I am saying, I'll keep repeating it in a way, not repeating that way. Do you know that all these things you and I are now hearing, watching, hearing Dangote say, there are things that you and I will never hear from him, from anybody. Dangote will just have to pick up the phone. They will sack the guy. It is the normal. You don't dare. So Dangote feels like, you can see the stress on his face, right? It's like, man, these guys have just destroyed everything I thought I was working on. How could you just go out there and just say this thing about this whole thing? This was supposed to be Nigeria. They are trying to make you believe that Dangote refinery is a Nigerian pride. They are saying it now. Dangote refinery is the biggest. It's not going to benefit any of you. Nobody. It is there to milk you. The stage is set. Like I said, Dangote refinery was supposed to reflect you. Now, other people supposed they pay. You see, Africans are supposed to be jealous of you. And say, you don't go believe her. In Nigeria, now only just 10p that they sell per liter, but 4p, 4 pence, or 4 cents is a liter of petroleum in Nigeria. You know what? More than 20 African countries are using Nigerian Dangote petrol, Dangote diesel. Guess how much they are buying their own? A liter. If you go to Ghana, Dangote petrol, Dangote diesel, now $1, or let me say $2 per liter. See, $2 per liter. Nigerians that they buy them for just 5 cents. Say now because them get the oil, don't mind them. Now the rest of Africa, they subsidize the oil Nigeria is using because they have the best, this and that. Sure you get, but it is not for you. They go sell you a liter for 1,800 naira. By the time they finally say, okay, okay, the war don't over now. They don't entertain me and you finish. You take your license, Dangote. Go and sell whatever you can sell. He will come and sell it to you for 2,000 naira per liter. Then that pride of Nigeria that the Dangote is asking you to help him save now. You see all the stress on his face. It is to tell you what he's passing through. People are now showing solidarity. Anywhere where you see Dangote, if they go through a lot. Currently, he's passing through a lot. When you see Dangote, you hug him. It's the least you can do. There are so many other billionaires and businesses, bank owners, who are going to lose their businesses to Tinubu and their men. They are jackass. I want you to say Buhari. You don't understand. I want you see, they will institutionalize these aggressive takeovers. Some companies are leaving. People are not paying attention to the Lebanese companies who are coming to buy them for scrap. They are already in. Tinubu and his gang, when they are done, even the untouchable go pick race. And that's for Dangote. When he gave Fashola $100 million, Fashola enter car, Luba Depe, and it's Luba di Lekki. Fashola enter Lekki, call the ballers, everybody, come they want them. You know, give them shishio.
Mo sọ fún yín pé a fẹ́ wá kọ́ refinery fún yín bí. Ṣé ẹ rántí àbẹ́ rántí? Mo dẹ̀ ní ṣé ẹ fẹ́ mọ́ ká máa gbé lọ kí lẹ sọ ń gbà yẹn ṣé ìfẹ́ tẹ bá fẹ́ nọwọ́ yín sókè àwọn tí ò yé ṣe ti gbọ́ mi sì ṣọ́ ti yé yín ṣe mọ́ pa lè gbé kínní lọ sí Badagry ṣá Badagry gangan lè pọ̀ wá. Ṣé ẹ fẹ́ abẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ ó ti bẹ̀ yín ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ dìde kẹ́ máa lọ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ bá ti fẹ́ dìde kẹ́ máa lọ ká mọ iye àwa tó kù tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ dìde kẹ́ máa lọ. Now kò sí nǹkan kan tó kù mọ́ ju pé láti wá sọ fún yín sí pé fúnrara mi èmi mo wá fà lé yín lọ́wọ́ mo fà lé ẹ̀yin ọba lọ́wọ́ mo fà lé ẹ̀yin ìjòyè lọ́wọ́ mo fà lé ẹ̀yin ọmọdé lọ́wọ́ mo dẹ̀ fà lé ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà lọ́wọ́ ó dọwọ́ yín o irọ́ o ẹ má gbé yẹn wá ó di ọwọ́ yín ok. àwa lẹ̀ ń bá nọ́jà o tí ó bá kù díẹ̀ káàtó àwa ni kẹ́ tọ̀ wá gbogbo àwọn báyìí kò sí kankan tí ò lè rí mí nú wọn Justice Ògúntádé bàbá mi ni Bámú bàbá wa ni KLM bàbá wa ni tó bá kù díẹ̀ ẹ má lọ nu kíní kẹlẹ́ lọ bá rin iṣẹ́ wọn jẹ́ o ẹ rí bí inú mi gbà yẹn o mo sọ fún yín.
That was Fashola. So what he was practically saying there was he was gaslighting the people there. He was asking them that, do you want the refinery? I am the one who said they should bring the refinery here. Do you want it or not? We want it, we don't want, we want, we don't want, we want it, we don't want it. Then he said, do you know that if you don't want it, I'll take it to Badagry? You remember that one? That joke? There's a joke, right? I'm sorry, I need to deviate a minute. There's a joke where a mother, a nursing mother, right? With her son. And she was like, they were in the, in a downfall. And every small thing, it would be like, Junior, take puff, take puff. If you don't take it, I'll give it to this brother, then she will eat it. Junior, take chin, take chin. If you don't take it, I'll give it to this brother. Junior, take popcorn. If you don't take it, I'll give it to this brother. Meanwhile, as she was passing the hand, but that way they decided that. I said, okay, well, she was just teasing the baby. Then last, the woman was like, now removed her breast. I said, Junior, take breast. If you don't take it, I'll give it to this brother. As she won't put her back, the guy provoke. Take puff. You give it to this brother. Did you give me? Did I fight? No. Take chin. You give it to this brother. Did you give me? Did I get angry? No. Take popcorn. You give it to this brother. Did you give me? Madam, say, did I fight you? How dare you? Say take breast. And you give it to this brother. What do you think you are doing? That you put it back without giving it to this brother? Sorry, it wasn't meant to be funny. That's exactly the game that Fashola was playing with those people there. They collected $100 million from Dangote. They told Dangote to compensate those people. Dangote gave them money to compensate them. Not from that $100 million, though. Fashola can't go, the money Dangote gave to them to give up their lands is not enough. It was creating problem at the time. And Fashola was governor. Isaleko Barack Obama. He went straight to them to gaslight them. Do you want refinery or you don't want it? I'll give it to Badagry. Do you want hospital or you don't want? I'll give it to Ekpe. Ekpe is like, but there is no hospital for them. There is nothing. It's just to tease them. You know that it is Badagry that has the crude oil. No, we want it. We don't want it. It was because of the compensation. 100 million bongon ish. That wasn't the only scam around this whole thing. Oh. They go still mention names. Oh. The Ogbonge Ogbontarigi Olori Olosha, the head of the supposed head of the enemies of Nigeria at the time. Oh, that's Bokowari Mumumadu. Bokowari, the Daura lifeless money coin. You know what happened? Nigeria need future. See, when people tell you about Nigeria future, one paro fun any, and please don't lie to your own children. Nigeria need future. According to Bokwari and gang, they said, when they set the agenda of this Dangote for their money laundering scheme, they said that Aliko Dangote will be given 650,000 barrels of crude oil every day. 20 to 21 million barrels of crude oil every month. That Dangote, crude oil plenty. Like, Dangote won't drink them. He won't take them bath. But it was a lie. While they were telling Nigerians that Dangote will be having access to the crude oil or so and so, right? Dangote too, person will get refinery, we no get oil rig. Edirirueri, quota system billionaire. Then promise them. Say people will carry their own pumping machine, can't drill for crude oil. Where they pay Nigeria 40% royalty every month. With the oil, crude oil allocation, we say, you want us to now divert that to your new quota system billionaire refinery? How? She Dangote, person will spend billions. No know that. But it is Nigeria. Dangote he didn't have to struggle for anything. If government say they will tell one of those oil companies to give you crude oil, who is going to challenge them? That was the life of Dangote until his refinery needed crude oil. True. You can't realize, say, Kakino be leather. Do you know that why Bokwari was telling you that Dangote refinery is coming to where? They've already sold all the crude oil in Nigeria. Future to the future, bong. When Nigeria has a 4 refinery, the 4 of them are not working. Over $10 billion in the space of 9 years have been expended on it. Gone. Still not working. Okay? Now, somebody said he's building refinery. Because Nigeria don't get refinery, they are importing fuel, finished products. Now, Nigeria is, Dangote, somebody is building refinery, now they have to import crude oil. So Dangote went to town. He didn't tell us all that Bokwari did, because he can't, but he will still have to. Dangote no get any crude oil from them. Excuse me. They gave Dangote, they said they have given Dangote at least 2 oil blocks. Under Bokwari, they signed 2 oil blocks to Dangote. Ogbeni, Laura pumping machine come pump crude oil from right. If these people don't go sell you crude oil. So for Dangote to now invest in drilling, when his refinery is even yet to complete, Baba won't kind of use, maybe half is working. Once he begins to sell the oil, they can use some of the money, invest it in drilling. Dangote no one invest in any drilling. In fact, last year he said, if he knew what he now knows about refinery business, he would never have ventured into it. Now they say, okay, Ogbeni, nobody go drill for you. You go need to drill by yourself. Dangote doesn't want to drill. They said he's paid back this debt or that. No, he hasn't. He is in debt. His fortune is dwindling. Politicians are now playing with his business. And some of you said he looks stressed. Who no go look stressed? So he's screaming out here to see maybe if he probably does that, right? The government will change, Tinubu will change his mind. And they can help him. Maybe I say Tinubu no one help him at all. Right? Because even if we complete the refinery in 2028, the problem now is that how is he going to get the supply of crude oil? Nobody's going to give it to him. If he's going to go and buy an import, economics, business sense of it doesn't make any sense. It's going to run down. Well, this guy